there, George.
And now Boston does win the tap. Celtics lead the all-time series big time. The Pistons lead them 8-5 here at the Palace. West Bronx, Montross's opening shot. And here come the Pistons. Grant Hill will try and take it to the rim, draws the foul, hits the deck. Dominique got him, he'll shoot a pair.
So you like to see that right off the bat, but it's something that Grant Hill has done, as evidenced by his last 10 games. You see the nice defense to start off the game. Mark West on big Eric Montross. But as we said, Grant Hill taking it to the goal. Been a complete all-around player, George, over the last half of the season. You see him taking more control. You see him trying to get penetration. He has to create, and he has to do that kind of thing in order for the Pistons to be successful, because he's one of the few guys that gets to the foul line.
Career high 32 against Dallas, averaging better than 25.5 in his last 7.
And that, folks, was with a goose egg in the fourth quarter.
Thank you.
He had gotten that at the end of 3, so Pistons hit a cold spot against Denver the other night. Dallas, excuse me.
And it cost him. Dominique against Grant Hill. In the lane, Derek Strong up strong with a lefty hook, and he hit it.
Celtics very efficient down low. They've got some big bodies in there. Montrose is a huge kid, and Derek Strong is basically what his name is.
Shot clock's at 12. Lindsey Hunter dishes to Oliver Miller against Strong. The cutter is Houston. Wraparound dish, but it's a turnover. And Joe Dumars thought he was going to try it tonight, but the double groin pull he suffered just before halftime on Tuesday against the Nets. Actually, the second of 2 groin pulls. He pulled one groin against the Warriors on Sunday night. That'll keep him out again. Strong with a stick back there, and the Celtics lead 4-2. Houston up gunning. Off the heel. Douglas spinning on Lindsey. Dishing on the wing to D. Brown. And we're going to get an Oliver Miller foul called by Ed Rush.
Sherman Douglas, one of those guards, George. Very quick, has a lot of moves. Kind of drives other point guards crazy because he changes direction so well.
Chris Ford likes him. Douglas with a drive. Montross with the dunk.
That's what the Celtics do best, when Sherman Douglas can get in that paint area. Dish to the big guys for the slams.
Celtics lead by 4. Pistons go to Grant Hill. Line drive gunning over Dominique. Does not get it. Derek Strong with the rebound.
Right now,
Brown finds Dominique.
One shot and out for the Pistons so far.
Wilkins firing in and out to Grant Hill. And the Pistons get something in transition here. Grant tripped, or did he stumble? The Pistons will keep it.
Well, whatever it is, they gave him a break by giving the ball back to the Pistons. Grant tried to make a move on Dominique, cut in front of him. The ball came out of his hands.
Houston skies in the lane and guns and it goes. Pistons down a deuce, 6-4. 9:45 to play first quarter. Kick basketball. Allen Houston kicked the bounce pass from D. Brown out of bounds. New shot clock for Boston. There's the one-time Celtic, Don Chaney. D. Brown with a rainbow, and it goes.
D. Brown, an effective jump shooter, will take the 3 as well, has range. But his leaping ability is what is so interesting as a player, because he rises above everybody to shoot that jump shot.
West inside against Montross, turning, gunning, short, but Montross did get him. Now last night Montross got an early foul trouble. They brought Dino Raja off the bench in the post, and he lit the Sixers up.
Celtics play 9-10 guys, George. They'll go all the way through that bench. You got Raja and McDaniel. Minor will come in. Ellison's now playing. He's a little healthier. Not afraid to play people.
First free throw pops out from Mark West. Celtics lead 8-4. There's Dino Raja with Purvis Ellison.
Jay Humphries is back now from being on the injured list all year and coming in a trade from Utah. Or Milwaukee, I guess it was.
One free throw falls for West on the other end. Strong misses, so does Dominique. Wilkins got it blocked.
Nice block.
4 on 2. Allen Houston got it off the glass.
Starts with defense. I believe Oliver Miller got a hand on that ball to start the transition.
Slap away by Lindsey from Sherman Douglas, but he got him on the hand.
Well, we'll get a look at it. Inside is Derek Strong. Mark West with the help. They try to follow up. And then here comes the big paw of Oliver Miller.
Meantime, D. Brown just drained it topside. Celtics lead 10-7 here in the ball game. 8:35 to play first quarter. Houston against D. Brown, feeds Oliver Miller against Strong. Douglas comes to double, but that's not enough. Oliver off the high glass hit it, and the Pistons draw within 1, 10-9.
Tough matchup for Derek Strong, no matter how strong he really is. Oliver Miller is just a load inside, and he just weighted his way down underneath.
Trying to go to Dominique. Good overplay by Grant Hill. D. Brown with a lob. Grant got a fingertip on it. West comes to slap it out of bounds with a shot clock at 6.
Let's get a look at the end of that play. After the block, Pistons come down. They run the break to perfection. Good ball movement, and finally Allen Houston with the conversion.
Meanwhile, on the other end, as the shot clock is running out, Pistons get a Grant Hill foul on Sherman Douglas.
Sherman Douglas at the line, shooting 2.
8:06 to play first quarter. Sherman Douglas drains it.
Douglas, a part of some great Orangemen teams from Syracuse University. Obviously disappointed in what happened to them this past week, George, with the ill-advised timeout. The Michigan people will know something about that.
They had one around here.
You ever think that that would happen again? Tough way to lose.
Houston for 3. In and out.
Oh,
and almost back in again. Here comes Dominique Wilkins. Giving it up to D. Brown. Celtics lead by a deuce. Brown for the long gun. Won't go. Strong inside. Up fake. Now the fall away. Jump hook. No. Gets it back for Sherman Douglas. His three-point gun won't go. Mark West had it. Lost it. Good hustle rebound by D. Brown. Nice feed to Strong. Shot is wide, though, and Mark West digs it out for Lindsey Hunter. Lindsey to the rim. Lays it up and in.
kind of like the transition, George, but even though the Celtics didn't score, that's got to worry the coaching staff from Detroit. Celtics had 5 or 6 opportunities that time, didn't get one, but it's still got to change.
They pounded the offensive glass last trip. We are even at 11. We played 5. Strong inside over West, misfires, but a foul. And we'll get a timeout here taken by the Pistons. We have a tie ball game at 11.
Well, that's because they've dominated the boards early on here. First 5 minutes of the ball game. It's been offensive rebound city for the Boston Celtics.
They've outscored the Pistons overall 9-4. Strong gets 1 for 2. He has 5, and the Celtics lead 12-11. Grant Hill switches hands on Dominique, doesn't hit it, but the tap will go. And gets the deuce there and has 4.
Had to go over the back of Montrose there. Could have got called for the foul, but he was quick to the rise for the tip-in.
D. Brown against Houston, Dominique against Oliver Miller, and Chris Fort's on everybody else to go away. And Oliver got a hand on him and has picked up his second foul. He's been a most important Piston lately. In the past 15, averaging 12 and 10 rebounds.
Now, Oliver has to board for the Pistons. There's no question about that. Anything else he does is just icing on the cake. He can score. He has the ability to pass, as we all know. He has to stay out of foul trouble.
Dominique Wilkins One time, the human highlight film was his moniker, and he deserved it. Gets them both, has two. Our Budweiser scoreboard shows the Celtics by 1.
Almost had a highlight film there on that Grant Hill miss.
Rebound, West. Oh!
Strong misses to Mark West. Pistons do not have numbers here, but Houston is by himself for the long gun. Oliver Miller kept it alive for Grant Hill. The bounce to West, good up and under, and a lefty hook facing that he hit.
Boy, only one spot he could put that past, George, and that was right where it was, on the floor. The nice bounce that Mark West could handle it, and with a nice left hand, knocks it down.
Good catch by Mark.
He's had trouble with that.
It was a super pass, trying to hustle it away, knocks it away from Montross and out of bounds. Shot clock's at 8. Dino Raja checks in for Derek Strong.
It's a tough matchup for any of the Pistons on the floor. That's why they're going to miss Terry Mills in this situation.
D. Brown drops another deuce on the Pistons. He has 6. This one brought to you in part by your local 76 dealers who invite you to go with the spirit of 76. Lindsey Hunter with a long gun. Got it! Lindsey triples. And with 5 and 15 to play in the first, the Pistons lead them by 2. Down goes Douglas. And Lindsey has picked up his second foul.
Lindsey got a foot on him. There was a trip there.
Let's look back at the 3.
Well, that shows how much respect they have for Grant Hill. 3 guys come over. That leaves Hunter all by himself, and he drains it. Celtics come right back, though, off the make and push it with Douglas getting tripped in the open floor by Hunter.
This one brought to you in part by the Detroit News. Catch tonight's game details in tomorrow's Super Detroit News sports section with basketball Bill Hall. Douglas makes twice, 18 all. Sherman Douglas with 3. D. Brown leads Boston with 6. Oliver Miller against Raja. Way too strong. The easy glasser goes from the low post. It's 20-18 Pistons.
Well, you might see the Pistons start milking that situation until they find someone in green that can get a body on Oliver Miller and keep him out.
Douglas fighting Lindsey. Dishing to Dominique. The line drive gun goes for Dominique Wilkins. Pistons going to run out to Grant Hill, spinning inside. Shot is too soft, gets it back, fires it up. No, tap, yes, by Mark West.
Boy, it was a pretty play. Even though it didn't work the way they wanted it to, they still got 2 out of it.
Montross inside, ran into West. Mark West will get his second.
Crowd upset with it. Mark West is going to get called with the body there underneath as Montross tries to use the left hand. They felt West went underneath him. Kind of a low bridge, but there was definitely contact there because you heard a big grunt come out of Montross.
Strange call. On the season, Montross averaging about 11.
I would say the most underrated rookie in this year's class, as far as I'm concerned. I think he's done a great job for the Celtics. I'm sure they're very pleased with his progress.
He got 1 that trip. 22-21 Pistons. Oliver Miller draws the foul as he took it to the rack.
Well, that time they tried to front him. Pistons do a good job of moving up the lane and throwing over the top. The foul from behind.
Knicks come in next Wednesday, the first 4,000 to see Patrick Ewing. Get a fan pack from Kmart Michelin. And when Chris Webber and Juwan Howard and the Bullets come in next Sunday, the first 15,000 get a card sheet from Business Resources. The Big O makes twice.
Versus Dallas, 11-11 and 3 blocks. Seen a lot of double-doubles from that man lately.
4 to go. Said he took the blame for the loss, missed too many easy shots down the stretch, and guaranteed to win tonight. Dominique from downtown. Out it comes to Montross. Wilkins with a finger roll. That looked like some vintage Dominique, and we are a 1-point game again. Pistons 24-23 leader. Grant Hill spinning inside, drew another foul.
Well, that's the second time we've seen the baseball pass from Miller to Hill. That time he gets a foul out of the situation. Celtics score quickly. Montross to Wilkins, and you'll see Oliver Miller take it out quick. Grant Hill leaks and just throws it right over the top of Montross, who's not looking at the ball. And they tell you, as big people, don't lose sight of the ball running down the court.
He did that time. Grant Hill at the line. 20 plus and 27 of his 55. And of course the Rookie of the Year race still on. Fellow looks like the leader, but he does have some competition.
Everybody pushing their candidate.
Raja with a baseline gun. Dino Raja, not pretty but effective, especially on the offensive end. Pistons by 1, 26-25. Pass back outside, swipe by Sherman Douglas. Still with it. Nice setup for a D. Brown dunk by Sherman Douglas.
Now that time the Celtics wanted it more. The good steal, and 4 Celtics run down to chase it down for the opportunity to score 2. D. Brown with the finish.
3 to play now in the first. Celtics by 1, 27-26. Houston wants it inside against Sherman Douglas. Turnaround gun, no, but he did draw the foul. Look at a timeout now. With Boston leads 27-26. Nice to see Paul Kuhn and the Park Motor people here for the Dallas game the other night with the Ford and UAW folks. Oh, you keep making that town car better and better. Allen Houston strikes twice, and the Pistons have the lead back. Raja to the rim, got it up and in over Mark West. Just missed his fingertips.
Raja can do a lot of things. Big, strong guy, can shoot with some range. But I think mostly his game is inside.
Grant Hill wants the Miller screen on Dominique. Now gives it up to Miguel Knight, who's checked in. Allen Houston called for the walk. And Eric Lechner gets an early entry here. Oliver Miller will sit down. Oliver with 2 fouls. Mark West stays on with 2. Greg Minor replaces D. Brown. Dominique gets the 3. Dominique, and he has 9.
He's got some range, 232 attempts on the year.
Grant Hill lost the ball. Here comes Minor. Ahead to Dominique. Sky gunning, no, but he is fouled. Mark Wunderlich calls it on Allen Houston. Tonight at halftime, Symphony in Motion. I like that title for the Grant Hill music video put together by Pete Scorich's people. I've seen it a few times. I want to see it again. Dominique makes twice and has 11. The Celtics lead by 6. They've scored 7 in a row. Grant Hill wants it inside. Minor checking him. Raja comes to double. Allen Houston off the dribble. Sky's gun short. Tap by Montross to Minor. Way up for Dominique. Trying to save it in the corner. Called a timeout before he came down. It'll be a 20-second timeout taken by the Celtics.
I hate that play.
Minute and 33 to play in the first. Boston takes a 20. They lead 34-28. Time in now for Montgomery Ward's We Won't Be Beat Guaranteed feature. And tonight's feature is Bob Lanier, who led the Pistons in scoring for 8 straight seasons from 72 through 79. Swedish shooting big man of all time. Montgomery Ward, We Won't Be Beat, guaranteed. And there is number 16, Bob Lanier's number, which has been retired here at the Palace. Well, the basketball to auction for you on April 2nd. after the Pistons Bullets game in the afternoon that has the numbers of the gentlemen who have had their numbers retired here. Signatures on the ball. Great auction item. Dino Raja inside, flips it up and in. 36-28. Raja was 6. There have been 10 lead changes and 5 ties already, says Eddie Rivera. The Pistons at 11, another tie right now. Then a lead change. Miguel Knight sends it and scores it. It's a 6-point Celtic lead with just over a minute to play in the first.
Yeah, they're really looking to pack it down into paint, deny anything inside for the Pistons. Right now they're daring them to shoot from outside.
Douglas pick and roll with Raja. Rolling baseline is Dino. The shot is short. Rebound West. Outlet to Grant Hill. Got around Dominique with a great crossover. Allen Houston standing on the three-point line, rings the bell with a long double.
There's that respect for Grant Hill getting to the hole. The collapse and the kick to Allen Houston.
Allen has 8. Pistons within 4. Douglas with a force, and he filled it up. Ripped the net with it.
It may look like a force, but that's part of his repertoire. He takes some unorthodox shots, but he has the ability to knock them down, as evidenced by that one.
Now we're down to 15 seconds to play in the first. Grant Hill with the drive. Raja with a piece of it. Montross with a rebound. Plenty of time for the Celtics. 5 seconds to play in the first. Sherman Douglas flips it up and in. That's part of his trick bag too, and the Celtics are going to take an 8-point lead to the intermission. Sherman Douglas.
Creativity.
Put Boston up 8. Pistons had the ball down 6. Chance to make it a 4-point game. Didn't work out that way. Mark West with a finger roll, no. Lechner missed on the stuff. Douglas against Miguel Knight.
Douglas, a tough competitor, and I think most people agree that he needs to be on the floor for the Celtics to be successful.
That is Minor. Now Sherman Douglas with a clock at 3, jacks up the 3. Did not get any iron. A 24-second violation. April the 14th is Keebler-Kroger night. Stop at any Kroger store for a coupon good for $6.50 off game tickets when accompanied by a Keebler proof of purchase. See the Pistons against Charlotte April the 14th, courtesy of Keebler and Kroger. See store for details and game dates. There's another Syracuse Orangeman, Raphael Anderson.
He was very upset about the Orangeman. I told him about the news during before the game in Oakland, and he had a shocked look on his face.
He and Sherman Douglas pretty tight. Houston with a baseline gun, won't go. Follow up by Grant Hill, no, and the Pistons can't get anything down here. They trail 40-32, second quarter. There's Grant Hill, who had 6 in the first. Allen Houston led the Pistons with 8.
Similar to the Celtics, Pistons now starting to push a little on the offensive glass, but can't get any down.
Grant Hill, topside, gunning it goes. Six-point basketball game. Grant with 8. And 5 boards and 4 assists. We would be seeing his first triple-double. Raja misses the hook. Grant with another rebound. The bounce to Addison. Gunning. Had an assist there if that goes. Minor with a rebound. 2-timed and fouled. Miguel Knight's first team foul either way here in the second. 10-19 to play in the half. Boston 40 and the Pistons 34.
Nonetheless, I like the look from Grant Hill, taking it off the glass, pushing the ball.
Miguel Knight with a nasty back screen that he ran into. Finally picks himself up.
Blame that on the guy who's watching the screener. You got to yell. Let him know. Otherwise, you get your head knocked off.
Raja inside. Lechner steps in front. Count it and a foul. Eric Lechner.
Talk about
I want to watch this.
There it is. Who's ever watching Xavier McDaniel has got to let Miguel know somebody can get hurt doing that. Got to protect your teammates. Get a look to the post up. Raja very clever inside. Lechner comes over, has pretty good position. He leaned into Raja. Tough call anyhow. But Raja converts, and now a chance to make it 3.
And he does.
Raja's
Boston by 9.
Second leading scorer on this team, almost a little over 17 a game.
Miguel Knight finally flips to Houston, off the dribble. Miguel inside, lefty scoop, no. Beno Newville has checked in, missed the tap to Minor. Boston inching away. McDaniel misses off the heel. Allen Houston for the Pistons. 3-on-3. Oh, great fake, and he laid it in! Allen's in double digits with 10. That wakes the crowd up a little. 43-36 Boston. 9:09 till halftime. McDaniel strong, Raja, Minor, and Sherman Douglas in green for the Celtics. Raja with the jam.
Raja very good at running the screen and roll, George. Really come around in the years he's been in the league. Knows where to go, knows to look for the basketball, and plus knows how to finish.
8:25 to play in the half. Steal by Grant Hill. Knocked away and out of bounds by Xavier McDaniel. Mark Macon checks in. Allen Houston sits down. Mr. Public Defender did not play against Dallas, but played an important role in the win over the Nets on Tuesday. Grant Hill against the veteran Xavier McDaniel. Stumped on a dime, missed the high glass gun, but drew the foul.
Well, anytime the Pistons clear out that left side for Grant Hill to operate, puts the defense at odds. McDaniel, not as much quickness as Grant Hill. That time forced him into a tough shot, but got a piece of the elbow.
Got him after he let it go. That's what he was upset at himself about. Grant misses the first free throw. .804 to play in the half. Celtics by 45-36.
Grant's now taking over the scoring lead for this team, George. Passing Joe Dumars by about a half a point.
And with 9. Raja trying to get it back. Misses. McDaniel caused the foul. Raphael made sure with that foul.
Well, three Pistons went after it. 2 fell on the floor. And the good bounce for the Celtics right to McDaniel.
Xavier McDaniel at the line, he is 2.
X-Man, a vocal leader of this team. Had a couple instances in practice where he was upset the way this team was performing and questioned their heart whether they were putting out. Felt some of the players were playing harder in practice than they were in the game.
Been a good acquisition for Boston. Didn't show at the line there, but look at Raja dig it out, hook it back, missed it. Pistons trying to do something on the defensive glass.
Boy, they are pounding it.
But Boston will keep it. Tomorrow at 11, Piston Weekly. I'll be there live at the Palace at 11 o'clock. We'll look at the week in review. Exciting win over the Nets. Tough loss despite a career high of 32 from Grant Hill against Dallas. Plus highlights of this one. And a lot more on Piston Weekly, Sunday at 11 on TV 50. Minor loses it. Pistons in transition. Raphael finding the handle, but can't find the bottom of the basket.
No one stayed back.
Douglas lays it in.
That can't happen when you're running a break. You've got to communicate. One has to, the last guy down has to see if there's anybody behind him. Somebody on the Pistons forgot to look, and Douglas got a freebie.
Talk about potential triple doubles. He has 9 and 7 assists. Needs a few boards, so Macon misfires.
10 to be exact.
Well, we'll check. I like his chances for a double-double.
I'll bet on that.
6:38 still to play first half. Sherman Douglas off the dribble. And the hand check called on the way by. Out of the timeout. Trailing by 10. Raphael tries to slice it to 7. It won't stay down. Raja Douglas, Minor, Strong, and McDaniel against Oliver Miller, Grant Hill, Macon, Addison, and Hunter for the Pistons. And we're going to get a whistle. And Raphael Addison has picked up his 3rd foul. Don't forget our First of America halftime report with Kelly Tripucka and Don Chaney at the intermission. 6:06 to play in the half now. At the line, Derek Strong with D. Brown checking back in the game for Minor. Strong with 6 points and 7 boards now.
Strong's done a nice job for them, George. Only averaging 18 minutes on the season, but over 5 boards a game in those 18 minutes. That's some strong rebounding.
Sweet shooting Allen Houston has checked in for Addison for the Pistons. Strong just gets the 1.
Tough matchup.
The rebound, Grant Hill's 8th. And he draws the foul.
A little too much quicks for Derek Strong, has Grant Hill.
The first on Strong. And to the hoop call for Grant Hill. The Pistons rookie sensation at the line. Free throw is short. Let's take a look at the hand check.
Yeah, that's a scenario right here, but he really forced Strong to foul him right there when he created a shot. Wasn't a good shot, but in that situation, Grant felt that I can get this guy to foul me, make up something, and sure enough, he hit him.
And he gets 1 for 2 at the line. 48-38. Boston with the lead in the ball. 5:55 to play in the half. Raja against Oliver Miller. D. Brown swings it to Sherman Douglas against Macon. Looking for post position is Dominique Wilkins, and the Pistons are whistled for an illegal defense by the original Ed Rush.
Pistons caught scrambling on defense. That time they tried to get the matchup in the post, and it happened to be Allen Houston and Lindsey Hunter on Dominique without the basketball.
Pistons in a scoring drought. Sherman Douglas wide on that one. Oliver Miller flips it ahead to Lindsey Hunter. 3-on-3, Lindsey off the double clutch, got it down.
Creativity for the little fella. He gets into the lane. Penetration once again, key to success.
He's 3 for 3 for 7. Remember, he had the triple. Strong to the rim. Pistons had to foul him to stop that.
Oliver Miller almost caught that.
Second on Grant Hill. Let's look back at the double clutch by Lindsey off to the crossover.
Well, he gets into the lane, and D. Brown, pretty good defense, forces Lindsey to double clutch. And he nails it. You'll see that block last time down, the foul from Grant Hill, and then Oliver Miller nearly catches it. He said, not in my house.
Strong now with 7 to go with the 7 boards.
He's over his averages, George, already, points and rebounds.
Like a lot of guys, he says, hey,
5.6 points, 5.2 rebounds, absolutely. We're only nearing the half. Well, actually, 5 minutes to go in the first half.
Getting some time. Houston with the crossover. Leaning lefty, no, but the tap goes for Oliver Miller. The Celtic lead is 8. D. Brown gets around Oliver. Gunning on the run, no. Derek Strong with the bounce. Boy. Macon got him.
There's a horse in his game. He's wearing number 31 in green. His name is Derek Strong.
He's working out right now. This one brought to you by US Signal, the only long-distance carrier, providing you with the magic number, the personal telephone number that follows you anywhere you choose.
Strong getting stronger as the game goes along.
We hope Bernie Lake, a Piston fan up in mid-Michigan, is too. Happy birthday to Bernie Lake today. Derek now with 10 and 8 rebounds. Man.
Where have you been,
Budweiser's scoreboard is now showing a Celtic 10-point lead again. Crossed over by Lindsey Hunter. Sets up Houston. Show and go. And a leaning finger roll. He filled it up. Allen with a dozen.
Real nice job from Allen that time. Talked about him expanding his game, and that shows evidence.
Dominique took it to the paint and drew the foul. Allen Houston's foul is his second. We have 4 and 18 to play in the half.
See Allen a little while ago. Celtics packing it in, but he still beats. Splits 2 defenders, has to duck under, and a nice finger roll for Allen Houston.
Who do you think his favorite player was growing up as you look at that shot?
Allen Houston. I'm stumped.
How about from Martin Luther King High in Eastern Michigan? The Iceman, George Gervin. A little bit of ice in that move.
Well, he's got the body like ice.
Yeah, he does.
Not quite as tall, but actually not even quite as thin as ice.
One thing we know about George, one thing he could do was finger roll.
He probably still can.
Oh, no question. Here's Dominique, who got 1 for 2 at the line last time. The rainbow goes for Wilkins. He can shoot the rock. 14 for Wilkins.
Oh, there was a time when Dominique couldn't shoot a lick, but like so many great players, played in this league and scored so many points, he knew he had to learn how to, and he has become a very good shooter.
Reaching and fouling Oliver Miller is Raja with 3 and 37 to play in the half. The Celtics have been able to sneak away to an 11-point lead, 55-44. Houston, Hunter, Oliver Miller, Grant Hill, and Mark Macon on the floor for the Pistons. Bob inside to Oliver. That'll be a goaltend, I believe. Count it.
Nice execution that time. They knew exactly what they wanted. Oliver Miller in the post. He gets fronted. The defense, Derek Strong late coming over. The goaltend call. 2 for the Pistons.
Greg Minor, 6'6" out of Louisville, works against Mark Macon. Brown against Lindsey Hunter, Raja against Hill. Raja gunning on the run, no. Rebound, Oliver Miller. Ahead to Lindsey. Pistons are 4 on 3. Lindsey Hunter to the rim, scoops in, scores. Showed me something there.
Absolutely, George. He didn't want to shoot that basketball. He was on his way down and said, I better put this up.
And Boston wants time. The kind of plays that win ball games. Pistons knock it away though from Strong and out of bounds. The shot clock's at 15.
Get a look at the block by Raja. He actually blocks his shot without even looking at it. He gets his hand through the net. He's not even looking, gets a piece of it. Good instinct from Dino. Nice pass.
Dominique, and he laid it in. 16 for Wilkins, Celtics by 9.
Dino Raj is a player. I'll tell you, a lot of teams would like to have him coming off the bench.
Allen Houston, short with that one. Strong with the board. Now we're down to the final half a minute. Boston 59, the Pistons 50.
Pistons need to stop, keep it under 10.
Dominique for 3, and it's through. That'll rip your heart out, 62-50. 10 seconds to play in the half. Please get the last shot. They blasted the Sixers at the Spectrum in Philly last night. D. Brown counts if it goes. Ooh, just short.
He got net, except the bottom of it.
62-50. Boston by 12 at half.
Grant Hill with 10. George, take it away.
To the action, and Grant Hill with a finger roll starts the second half and trims the lead to 10. He has a dozen. 62-52 Boston. Here's a step in front steal by Grant Hill, but he just did step out of bounds.
And the ref's got good eyes because he was ready to look up court, happened to take a quick glance back.
Well, he played the passing lanes perfectly. You know, he used to do that as Chris Ford. We talked about Ben Palucci keeping Chris and other people always ready to go over the years as we
you see
honored
right there.
Ben at halftime. And Grant Hill played the passing lane there.
His back foot hit the sideline. Good call by the referee.
Tried to backdoor alley-oop it to Dominique Wilkins. Oliver Miller says nothing doing. Grant Hill to the rim. Flips it up and in. Celtics by just 8, 62-54.
This is a come out, and they know they've got to get easy shots against these Celtics. More importantly, they've got to step up the defense.
Montross blocked by Miller. But a whistle.
62 points is way too much to give up in a half.
That's the third foul on Oliver.
Boy, getting back to Palucci, it's hard to believe anybody does anything for 25 years.
Yeah, Ben's been a rock for this team, and we hope he's around for 25 more.
He hasn't changed much over those 25 years.
There's a pride of Grosse Pointe.
Hair's a little thinner, but he's a great guy, a lot of fun to be around, and I enjoyed him the years I was here. He was a friend. You know, always invited some of the players over his house for dinner, and you met his kids and seen them all grow up. So Ben Palucci, you don't hear much about the team position, but very important guy.
He and Gene have a wonderful family, that's for sure. Grant Hill got it to go. The guy was going to pop out. He wanted to go after it.
Yeah, I was going to say, even if it did go out, he was there for the follow-up.
Grant was 16, and the lead is 8. 64-56. Sherman, Douglas, and D. Brown, Derek Strong, Montross, and Dominique Wilkins for the Celtics. Strong wide of the lane, got the open shot, nothing but air. Shot clock still running, the force by Dominique. That's another air ball. Oliver Miller boards. Pistons have numbers here. Lindsay to Grant Hill, not a bad guy to get it to. They find Houston for the long gun, and it goes! Allen Houston strikes with the tray, and he has 15, and Boston wants timeout. Montross turning, gunning on Oliver Miller, doesn't get it. They do not score out of the timeout. That's a great sign. Grant Hill, though, loses the dribble off Dominique and out of bounds.
That tournament ought to be pretty good. That's something to look forward to. It was great this past season. You got teams like North Carolina, Kentucky, UCLA, Arkansas, Virginia, Oklahoma State, University of Connecticut, and UMass. Those 8 will be invited, and hopefully they'll all accept.
It could be a great tournament.
Absolutely.
Oliver Miller misses.
I'd go to it.
Down 5. Montross backs on Mark West. Houston doubles. Brown with a jump stop gun. Got it.
That one came through sweet, George. That was a high rainbow.
Question 66-59 Celtics. We have 9 and 20 to play in the third. Grant against Dominique. Off the dribble to the rack, draws the foul. Dominique Wilkins with his second. Celtics by 7. Chris Ford had some surgery earlier this season. Looking pretty good. There's the man who hit the first NBA 3 back in '79. Assistant under K.C. Jones when the Celtics won it in '84 and '86. Won a title as a player under Bill Fitch in '81. He and Tiny the guard. Remember that, Kelly?
Absolutely. That was one
nice
of the
backcourt.
Great teams. Oh, Tiny Archibald, one of the all-time great guards. A lot of fun. Played an all-star game with him back in '82, and boy, he's a good guy to play with. He knows how to find people and can score himself. Very creative. Mr. Archibald.
One free throw went for Grant. D. Brown on the other end, misfiring. Grant with a one-hand rebound. Out of the pack he comes.
Oh, good look.
Oliver Miller lays it in.
Boy, exceptional pass from Grant Hill. The big fella running the court. And Grant finds him.
4-point game. Celtics with a 4-point lead in the ball. Shot clock at 10 now for Sherman Douglas. Dominique against Grant Hill. Miller 2 times. Inside strong. Deep to Montross. And a foul.
Pretty good foul.
Allen Houston with a foul. His third.
13 seconds. Eric Montross at the line. His shoot 2.
Montross misses. They're the Celtic telecasters, Hall of Famers Bob Cousy and Tommy Heinsohn. They autographed the ball for us for our charity auction on April 2nd for the Will Robinson Scholarship Fund at Illinois State. That's going to be a heck of an auction. The Coos and Tommy Heinsohn on the ball.
Good people.
There they are.
Great Celtics.
Montross got 1 for 2. After we mentioned Cousy and Heinsohn, he had to make it.
A lot to live up to.
Miller against Derek Strong. And the Celtics are illegal defensively. Come and see Oakland County's finest high school basketball players slam and jam. The 5th annual Oakland County Slam Dunk and 3-point shot contest. Friday, March 31st at Troy High School in Troy. Admissions $3 for adults, 2 for students. And Oliver Miller's shot rolls out. If you don't catch it live, see it on cable channel 63, tape delayed on Saturday, and the voice of it will be our own Joe Abramson.
Way to go, Joe.
67-62 Celtics. Douglas bangs and bumps and finger rolls, just did miss it, almost got it to go.
They must be used to taking that shot now.
Allen Houston, quick dish to Lindsay. The step-up line driver, no. Oliver tapped it in! Big play by the O. 3-point game. 16 and 6 boards for Oliver Miller.
Oliver in the right spot. Didn't look like he had control of that, George. He was looking almost to tap it to himself, but nonetheless, it went.
Sherman Douglas draws the double. Cross court to Brown. Sit down. 69-64 Celtics. We played 5 in the third. Lindsey Hunter gets the screen from Oliver Miller. Gonna be short. D. Brown away with it. Awfully good in transition as Brown
nice.
finds Dominique for the reverse.
Now he still has some creativity as well. That time using the goal to his benefit and goes reverse off the glass.
Celtics by 7, 6.5 to play in the third. Pistons came out with high energy to start the second half. Grant Hill keyed it, just took it inside again and got another whistle. Montross has picked up his second. It forced Boston to take a timeout in the early going here in the third. Grant back at the line. He has 17 points, 10 boards, and 6 assists. This copyrighted telecast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the NBA.
Grant's been flirting with that triple-double, George. It seems
hasn't
like
he?
every night the last 2 weeks.
Grant Hill makes 1 and has 18. I call him Robin Harris. It's a joke about Robin going to a Clipper game. Coach put him in, he almost had a triple-double in street clothes. The bounce in the lane. Montross misses the hook. Nice rebound by Oliver Miller. Great keep away by Grant Hill. The crossover. The dish to Lindsay.
Good luck.
Now Allen Houston. And he hits it!
Great decision, George, from Lindsey Hunter. He had the open three, but Allen Houston, the better shooter, was spotted up to his left, and he drained it.
71-68. Celtics by just 3.
Get it out of
by
here.
the O. Thank you. And a reach-back foul in frustration by Sherman Douglas, who just slammed the basketball down, and Mark Wunderlich looked the other way. Sherman still staring at him.
A little while ago, excuse me, Grant Hill leading the break. Watch this no-look pass to Oliver Miller running the floor. Take it home, big fella. And then Oliver keys the defense. Sherman Douglas comes in, and Oliver says, get out of here.
Grant is double teamed. Lost the ball. They had 3 on him before it was through. Oh! Rejected by Lindsey Hunter. What a block! Dominique with a fall away, and he fills it.
Boy, if that had led to a Piston basket, this place would have erupted. Nonetheless, very exciting play. Lindsey Hunter timed that beautifully. Threw it away.
Celtics lead by 5, 73-68. Pistons inside to Grant Hill. Montross helping Brown, but Grant Hill gets it down anyway.
So quick to the ball, George. On that second jump, he reacts much quicker than the defense can handle.
Boston's lead just 3, 4:43 to play in the third. Dominique backs down on Grant. Oliver comes to double, and a walk. Lon Chaney helping with that call.
George, you're right. Oliver caused the walk with the double. As we get a look at Lindsey Hunter's block, he knows where he's going. He just times that perfectly, throws it away, but still, Celtics retrieve and score.
Pistons have almost come all the way back here in a little over half of the third. Miller, quick passing to West for the reverse jam. 1-point game.
Bullet pass. Mark West handled that one like a pro and flushed it.
Like a tight end hanging on there. D. Brown off the iron. Nice tap by the O to Grant Hill. The bounce ahead to Houston. And the slam! And the Pistons lead them. And the place is up for grabs. They're going crazy at the Palace. Boston wants timeout. And 22 to play in the third. Oliver Miller inside against Raja. Hooks in and out. Tough miss there. Raja rebound.
Good position and good look.
Douglas stop and go. Montross fumbles it. Finally gets to Raja. They got plenty on the clock. It's at 12. Quick handed Oliver Miller knocks it out of bounds. 9 on the shot clock. Oliver won the second opinion from the other official, but the result was the same.
I bet you he saw it off his foot, but there's no way was he going to change the other guy's mind.
Montross, 7 on the clock now for Sherman Douglas. Dominique with 4 on the clock.
Oh, tough
Tell
shot.
you what, West bothered him. He lost control first, but he kept his concentration.
Tell you what, he had no shot other than the fadeaway, which is what he took, because if he went straight up, it would have been blocked. Nice 2 from Dominique.
And now Boston leads by 1. Dominique with 25. Grant Hill and Allen Houston each with 20 Piston points. And Dominique hanging on the way by. How are you going to stay with a young fella if you don't do that? That's what he's saying.
He's a tough guard, is Grant Hill, let me tell you.
2:31 to play in the third. Boston by 1.
Now you're going to take him out to center court, try to get in the lane.
Grant trying to jam it. Foul again on the Celtics. Sherman Douglas slammed the ball again and got away with it. This one's on Raja, his second. Dominique's was his third.
Boy, such explosiveness. Grant Hill, when he makes that crossover, George, he takes that one step and he's airborne before anybody reacts. Nearly got the jam, instead got the foul.
Great hockey at the Palace. The Vipers take on the K-Wings tomorrow. It's sold out. The Lumberjacks on the 30th and the Wolves on April the 4th. Call during our game tonight for ticket information or visit the box office. And there's a family night April 8th against Cincinnati. The 4 tickets, 4 soft drinks, dogs, popcorn, and hats. $78 worth for just $34. Call for that great deal tonight at 810-377-0100. Grant strikes twice. He has 22. Pistons by 1. 2:20 now to play in the third. Douglas kind of skips it against Lindsay. Now backs him on the way. Oliver comes to 2-time, but he blow by it. Inside handoff. Raja missed the reverse. Hooks it up and in somehow.
That was not an easy shot. Raja not much room to work with. Somehow managed to flip of a 5-footer along the baseline, and it went.
Grant Hill against Minor, who's come on. Allen Houston, no-look dish. Oliver got it squashed. Minor away with it. Celtics by 1, and with it a minute and a half to play in the third. They led by 12 at halftime. Raja. Rebound, Oliver. Here's Lindsay against Sherman Douglas. Grant Hill comes to get it off the drill. Fly bounce deep to Oliver, drew the foul. What a pass.
That was pretty.
3 on Raja. Oliver to the line off the Grant Hill feed that was fantastic.
You got to look. Grant Hill curls around the pick and just drops it off between 2 Celtics. The Big O gets up and gets contact from Raja.
Nice rotation on that free throw. And this last 4, shooting it sweet. 12.3 and 11.5 boards, 2.5 blocks.
Yeah, there's no reason that Oliver can't be a better foul shooter. 61% on the year. She'll look good on those 2, George. As you said, rotation, square to the basket. A little bit of confidence doesn't hurt either.
Oh, he has some skill. A great basketball feel. Final minute, third quarter. Pistons now up 1. Douglas against Lindsay. Runs right into Mark West, gets it back, throws it up and in anyway. Great D again. You're not going to get a stop every time you play great D, but you play that way every trip. The other guys are in deep water.
Yeah, give the offense some credit, particularly Sherman Douglas. Nice competitor. Stayed right after, didn't give up.
You got to improvise sometimes against great defense, and Sherman Douglas can sure do that. Lindsay missed the 3. Oliver reaches over, and he's going to get the loose ball foul.
A little shove in the back from Oliver on Strong. That's his 4th.
Playing well, but he has 4.
Yeah, they need him on the floor. Can't pick up a silly one now with under 30 to go.
They want to go to Dino. They know Oliver has 4.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't take him out, George. Exactly.
Now he'll switch to Derek Strong. Good move by Don Chaney.
He's got to stay away from it no matter what.
Double team on Douglas. Strong inside. And Raja gets it down.
Hey, the Celtics aren't dumb. They went right at Oliver Miller, tried to find whoever he was playing, and got it done.
Great crossover by Lindsey Hunter. Inside to Mark West. Throw it up and in. Boston's lead is 1. Grant with a steal. Counts if it goes. No. But Boston leads by only 1 as we head to the 4th. The Pistons were down 12 at the half. First minute, 4th quarter. Celtics by just 1. They were up 12 at halftime. Strong scoops and misses. Oliver Miller starts the 4th. Played so well in the 3rd. Tom Chaney doesn't want to mess up a good thing.
Well, it's time not to be tentative anyhow. You can't worry about it.
But
you got to play hard.
Oliver on a pick and roll screen with Houston has picked up his 5th.
Get a look at the keys to winning: denied penetration, the points in the paint. Pistons are definitely winning that battle. Boards pretty close, and with the 3rd quarter, they've caught up quite a bit. And of course, this is a big game. You got to survive somehow. The Pistons came out with a little bit of incentive that third quarter, George, and got it done. Now back in this ball game, down 1.
Raphael replaces Oliver Miller, who had to sit down with his 5th. Still in the first minute of the 4th. Douglas, wild miss. But Strong gets it back. Now Sherman for 3. Mark West flips it ahead to Grant Hill. Nice dish to Raphael. Didn't want to shoot it. Hasn't had much of a shot lately. Squares up there and misfires. Tapped by Raja to Minor.
That shows you what being tentative is all about. You can see it in his eyes, George. Had that shot, Raphael on the pass would have knocked that down in a hurry.
D. Brown to the rim, and an offensive foul takes it away. D. Brown's 3rd personal. That offensive foul call.
Well, pretty good defense there by Mark West. Takes the hit. The offensive foul. Time for a couple people to step up in Oliver Miller's absence. Got to get to the boards. Oliver been doing it all game long with the boards, not just Mark West.
Lindsey Hunter flips to West. 2-timed. Hooks anyway. And hits! There's a big fella stepping up. Mark West with 11. Pistons by 1. Douglas against Lindsey, the clock's at 10. Back to Strong. Inside for Raja, and the Pistons hammer Dino Raja. Allen Houston. No, it's Raphael Addison. It's his 4th. Great NBA action as the Pistons battle the Spurs Monday and the Knicks on Wednesday. Come and join us at the Palace Monday and Wednesday. Seats are still available.
The Knicks, the team of controversy over the last 2 or 3 weeks. Anthony Mason suspended. You still got Patrick Ewing.
Did Patrick support Pat Riley?
Right, Pat Riley
Anthony
saying this is
Mason
his last year
incident.
there. They're saying odds are he won't be back, so come watch the excitement. They're still a contender.
Raja gets 2, and Raphael Addison inside backs down and takes Sherman Douglas down and gets the offensive foul from Ed Rush.
Raphael a little frustrated. Don Chaney trying to figure out who can I get in the game to get a spark.
Well, he reached around. No question he fouled him. And here comes Mark Macon for Addison. It's make-do time for the Pistons. Don't forget there's no Terry Mills. Bill Curley's been on the shelf with that ankle forever.
And they've had problems, as we saw the other night, George, at least you did, against Dallas. 4th quarter problems.
Raja, Grant Hill with a piece of it, maybe. Dino chases it down, but steps out of bounds. 9.5 to go. Boston's lead just 1. Pistons with the ball. Lindsey and Allen and Grant Hill with Mark West and Mark Macon. As you see Joe Dumars and Terry Mills,
Tough one.
missing in action tonight.
Tough with 2 of your better players who are sitting over there in civvies.
Hunter rocks the dribble. Lindsey works it against Sherman Douglas. Grant Hill with 5 on the clock. Knows he's got to shoot it. Turning, gunning, got it! Count that baby! Oh, Grant Hill beats the buzzer. He has 2 dozen. The Pistons lead by 1.
That's sure a great weapon to have if you're able to knock that down. Create your own shot and drill it.
Sherman Douglas couldn't get by Lindsey Hunter, playing some fine D on him. The double team. Raja spinning, forcing. Rebound, Mark West.
Good job, Mark West.
He's come up big tonight. Wants it against Raja, who's just manhandling him inside. Allen Houston drew the foul as he took it to the rack.
Another smart decision from Allen Houston that time, recognizing he had the slower Derek Strong on him and could go around him rather than settling for the jump shot. Took it to the goal and drew the foul.
Let's check our scoreboard now for Chrysler Plymouth Dodge and Jeep Eagle in the fourth. Indiana over the Sixers by 5. In the fourth, Charlotte up 10 and home over Cleveland. And the Bulls with Michael lead by 82-78 in the fourth at Atlanta. Allen Houston gives the Pistons a 2-point lead here. Back to the scoreboard, Miami and Jersey, couple of teams fighting for playoffs. The Heat leading by 7 in the fourth.
Milwaukee on top of San Antonio, surprising. Milwaukee smells the playoff spot as well, George.
Allen gets them both. Pistons by 3, 8:25 to go. Douglas against Macon. Lob to Raja. Mark West blocked the shot, but got him on the arm. The third on Mark West. Ed Rush for the call. He's making them all.
You see Raja take it up. Mark gets a piece of his arm. Little help from Grant Hill. Doesn't allow him to get the shot off just in case. Got to follow through on that situation. Can't just let the guy shoot it.
Raja on the season, second on the Celtics in scoring, leads them in boards. Has both free throws fall. Our Budweiser scoreboard shows the Pistons up 1, 86-85. We have 8:10 left. Grant Hill 2 times. Macon by himself. Grant Hill taps it to Houston.
Smart play.
Allen nails it.
Give Grant Hill
double gives him 24.
Well, give Grant Hill an assist, a big assist for that one. He couldn't get his hands on it, but able to tap it away to a teammate, and that leads to a bucket.
7:38 to go. Pistons lead by 3. Raja slapped away and swiped by Macon. Mark ahead to Lindsey Hunter against D. Brown. Reverses, no. And Boston wants timeout. 7:25 to go. $7:15 to go. Out of the Boston timeout, the Celtics go to Dominique against Allen Houston. Grant Hill comes to double. 5 on the clock. Now 4, 3, 2 on the clock. Sherman Douglas guns, gets iron. And the Pistons bump each other off the ball. Extra hustle for Houston and Grant Hill. And they knock it out of bounds. Excellent D. That's 2 times the Celtics have dodged a bullet. Pistons could have gone up 5 a moment ago on Lindsey Hunter's fast break. Bench points, huge differential when you're injured. That'll happen.
Well, it's just a one-on-one match. Raja against Nigel Knight. Raja the clear-cut winner there.
Here's Mark Macon off the break. Spinning away from Douglas. Blind dishing it. Houston for 3. Mark Macon gets it back. Hands to Hunter.
Well, it did convert, but it was pretty to watch.
Interesting. Lindsey against Dominique. Grant Hill's got D. Brown on him. McDaniel comes to help. Back outside to Lindsey. Running, gunning, no. Tapping, no. Rebound, slapped around. Lindsey's got it. Grant Hill inside through the ball. The shot popped out, but he'll shoot 2.
Boy, what a sequence of plays that time. Lindsey Hunter with 2 offensive boards. A couple of nice passes. Finally, Grant Hill, George, all the way to the rack. Doesn't get the roll. You'll see he gets the hard bump here. Creates his own shot halfway down and comes out. This place would have went berserk.
Get in. And it does. 89-85. 25 for Grant Hill. 3 away from a triple-double. This is a huge night. The free throw gets all air.
And Joe Dumars is over on the bench laughing.
Well, the Pistons lead by 4.
I said, how can you do that? I don't know either, Joe.
Sherman Douglas. Dominique against Macon. Missed it, but a foul. Don't forget Piston Weekly live from the Palace on Sunday at 11. Join us, please. And on Piston Scouting Report with Pete Scorich and Brendan Malone, it'll be interesting to see what Brendan has to say about the two great centers coming in next week. David Robinson on Monday and Patrick Ewing on Wednesday. That's Piston Weekly tomorrow night, live at 11 on TV 50.
Not much you have to say, George. It's just
you're right.
pretty much cut and dry.
You ought to join us for some highlights of this one, especially if you just tuned in. You have missed some stuff, especially in the second half.
Yeah, particularly when you think about what the Celtics did the first quarter. They put up 40 on the board, George. Now, halfway through the fourth, they've got 87.
With those two free throws. Allen Houston gunning for three. Wide to Wilkins. Celtics down a deuce, but they have it. 5:45 to go. We'll pick our player of the game for Dunham's and our defensive player for Health Alliance Plan. Pistons play some D. 3-on-1. Houston to the rim. Up and in. 26 for Allen Houston.
A little flash and dance that time from Lindsey Hunter, but effective none the least to Allen Houston.
Pistons lead them by 4. Dominique nails it.
Oh, if you need points, you go to your scorer. That definitely is Dominique Wilkins for the Boston Celtics.
He has 29, 5:09 to go. He's 10 for 15 from the floor.
He's got to be getting
Grant Hill
tired.
off the glass and it's good.
I was just saying he's got to be getting tired, though, George. He's got to watch Grant Hill.
Grant has 27.
And Dino Raj is out of it.
Somebody rang his bell, and the Celtics will take a 20-second timeout. Ed Lacerte out to take a look at Dino Rajas. The Celtics take a 20. Pistons lead 93-89. Lindsey Hunter's played well, 11 points, 7 assists, setting up Grant Hill, who has 27, and Allen Houston, who has 26. What happened to Dino?
Right there, gets an elbow from his own teammate, Dominique Wilkins, and he is out on his feet. He was stunned on the leash. You see him standing there, and I'm not sure. He doesn't have a few cobwebs, George. He's kind of walking in no man's land between reality and space.
It's called living on the edge.
I think they call it virtual reality. Those video arcade games. Get out the smelling salts.
He'll rest. Montross, McDaniel, Wilkins now up front for Boston. And Sherman Douglas took it up front all right and laid it in.
Nice drive, got along the baseline. Help was late getting there. Got to keep those little men out of there.
Douglas and Deep Brown in the Boston backcourt. Oliver Miller's back for the Pistons, who lead them by 2 with 4.5 to go. Macon finds Houston against Dominique, and a hand check called on Wilkins. You know Michael's coming to the Palace April the 12th. The Pistons and Bulls, the first 4,000, get a beach towel from the wellness plan.
That last time, Mark Macon's got to step into that foul line area, George, shorten up that shot. He had a wide open lane for about 10 feet.
Dino Raja back from the edge.
He must have some strong stuff over on that Celtic bench.
I'll say.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on him.
The X-Man sits down. Pistons to Grant Hill. 2 times. Blocked by Raja. Gets it back. Inside for Macon. Trying to get out of the paint. Can't. Oh! He tapped in the Macon miss. That was spectacular. 29 for Grant Hill. Pistons 95. Celtics 91. 4 minutes left.
Boy, is he active. That was in the left hand, George.
More of a coming out party tonight for Grant Hill.
He has one of those twice a week.
Sherman Douglas throws it up, no. Oliver Miller trying to pull it down and can't. Montross fumbled it. Celtics get a new clock, remember. They trail by 4.
Got a
Over
mismatch.
3.5 to go. Macon fighting off Wilkins, and finally Marcus whistled for the foul. Let's take a look back at what happened on the other end.
Well, Macon does a nice job, gets the ball up in the air. Here comes Grant Hill with the left hand and gets fouled. George, right there on the arm from Raja. No call, but nonetheless exciting.
29 points, 15 rebounds for Grant Hill, and 7 assists. Raja, nice feed to Montross for the dunk.
Little slip up defensively that time. Celtics keeping the pressure on, George. They're not going home without a fight.
I'll say Grant Hill draws the double. The bounce to make it. Off it comes to Dominique.
See, he can still shorten up that shot though, George. He's catching the ball at the three-point line. Not a Celtic within 10 feet of him. He moves in another 2 steps. Get more in his range. Maybe take it to the hole.
The lob to Raja, and he's not there. Celtics turn it over, and we'll get timeout with 2:41 to play.
Straight down the middle.
Right down the middle. Here's right down the middle, Grant Hill finding Lindsay. On the show and go, shuffled, and the Pistons turn it over. They had a 2-point lead in the ball. Look at those numbers. Second chance points. The Pistons hustling their way to a 9-point advantage.
Oh, it's definitely been a battle tonight.
Here's Sherman Douglas against Lindsay, and he drew the foul. 2:19 to go, that's all. Pistons 95 and the Celtics 93.
It's crunch time, and this is what every player should enjoy. I mean, this is what basketball is all about. Sports in general. You get down to the end of the game on the line. Who's going to step up and make the big play?
I'll tell you what, Grant Hill has been magnificent tonight. This isn't a Rookie of the Year night. I haven't seen one.
Must be the shoes.
Those feelers do look pretty sharp. Meanwhile, Douglas gets 1 for 2. Reaching over the Celtics. They do not get the loose ball foul, and not only that, it goes off the Pistons and out of bounds.
And what happened there, the two big guys looked at one another, George, and the ball kind of went between them. No one grabbed it. Celtics get a hand on it, goes off Lindsey Hunter out of bounds.
Sherman Douglas against Lindsay. Takes it inside and draws the foul.
That's just where he came from. Back to the
4
line.
on Lindsey Hunter. Back he goes to the line. 2:11 to go. Sherman Douglas smiling now. He has the Celts within 1. He's going to shoot 2. Douglas makes the first.
Some heavy hitters over there, George.
Mr. Bill Davidson, the Piston owner, with Jack Seitz from Guardian. And Jack Smith appears from General Motors. They've seen a good ball game.
Absolutely. They've got to be thrilled.
Douglas with 18, and Boston now has a 1-point lead. Grant Hill against D. Brown. Screen and roll with Oliver Miller. Shot clock's at 10, plenty of time. He'll just gun it and get it. Grant's got it going on tonight. 31 points for Grant Hill. Pistons by 1, 1:50 to go.
It's all going to come down to stops. Who could draw first blood on making the other team miss?
Douglas with the drive. Did he take a step? They didn't call it. Dominique from the corner for 3, and it's through.
Big time play by a big time player.
And the Celts lead by a deuce, 99-97. He has 32. What a shootout at that position.
He hasn't scored 25 grand for nothing.
Grant Hill turning baseline, got it, no. Rebound tapped, it's off the Celtics, but picked up by Douglas. They're like 5 on 3, but back it up and run some time. They have a 2-point lead in the ball, 1:14 to go.
Could use one here, a stop that is.
Douglas. And Boston leads by 4. Lindsay against Sherman Douglas. Allen Houston passes up the tray because Miner was all over him. Starts the drive and the Boston foul.
They got lucky there, bailout.
Miner with a foul. The Celtics had that one to give.
No fouls, guys. No fouls.
Here's Chris Ford saying no fouls, guys. No fouls.
Telling Greg Minor to concentrate. Concentrate.
Everyone, DJ. 3 seconds. 3 seconds, DJ.
Pistons get a new clock.
Benny Johnson looking on as our radio analyst. Don Chaney intently watching what happens here. Grant Hill got D. Brown inside and paid for it. Down went Brown. Grant will have to shoot to 46.8 seconds to go. Brown's fourth. Boston by 4. Grant Hill to shoot 2.
Celtics not taking any chances, George, with Grant getting off a shot, which is what they should have done to Sherman Douglas down the other end.
We're in a 2-for-1 situation.
He got way too deep inside, uncontested, and laid in a layup.
Grant with a big free throw there. Clutch hoop. 32 points. This would be a new career high. But those numbers aren't important to Grant Hill right now. He has 33, a career high, and the Pistons are down a deuce. Celtics with it. Pistons need a stop. 40 seconds left. Boston 101, Pistons 99. Raj in a little trouble, gives to Sherman Douglas. They got plenty on the clock. It's at 12.
Pretty good help
on the perimeter. Wild shimmy, blocked by West. Picked up by Brown to Montross. Blocked by West. 2 on the clock.
Great play.
Grant Hill with a steal. Oliver's ahead of the pack, but Allen Houston pulls up for the 3. Oh, Pistons by 1. Unbelievable. Unreal. Allen Houston with ice water in his veins, playing like the Iceman. Pistons with a 1-point lead.
They take the delay of game call. Real important here. The Pistons can't afford to let the Celtics get more than one opportunity at the basket, George. They'll probably get something unless they can steal the basketball. Got to get box out.
Making all over Sherman Douglas. Sherman Douglas inside. 9.5 seconds to go. The Celtics score and lead by 1.
They might have done him a favor by scoring early, George.
103-102 Boston on the Pistons television network.
Obviously, you got to think Grant Hill right off the bat. If not, an Allen Houston.
He has 33. Houston with 29. Grant to the lane, off the glass. West with a rebound, hooks it back. Oliver tapped it in. Oliver Miller with 2.9 seconds to go.
Yes! Yes!
The Big L gives the Pistons a 1-point lead. Pistons by 1. McDaniel will throw it in. McDaniel almost took too long. Raja knocked away. It's over. It's all over. A gutty second half comeback by the Pistons, and they pull it out by 1. Grant Hill with a career high, but he had all kinds of help. Chris Ford and the Celtics lose it by 1
They won't
after
leave
leading
4.
by 12 at the half.
They're not going home, George. They want to know why a foul wasn't called.
Oh, that was a sweet victory for this basketball team. Oliver Miller said he blew the game, remember, against Dallas, guaranteed to win tonight. He hit the gamer.
Well, if he knew they were going to win this ball game, that's a smart man.